Welcome, Wisconsin Rapids community media viewers and Lincoln High School Red Raider wrestling fans. This is the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament coming to you from Marshfield Fieldhouse in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Dual meets are done. The Red Raiders are tied at first with 5 dual meet wins, 10 points with Marshfield, Wausau West, and the Red Raiders. Sitting in 4th place, DC Everest with 16 points. Maryland has 4, Stevens Point has 2, and Wausau East no points in the dual meet side. So now your team wrestles individual weight classes to see if there's individual champions and to gain points added to your team point total. So this is going to be a 3-team dogfight here between Marshfield, Wausau West, and the Red Raiders. The Red Raiders beat Marshfield in the dual meet, first time out of the year. Wausau West came back and beat Rapids at one of the last dual meets in the year. So we got a 3-way dogfight. Giving you match side seats, as we like to always say. Mr. Craig Timm, we thank him for volunteering his Saturday to do this for us. Keeping us straight with all the stats and scores, Lewie Benitz. My name is Scott Tesch. Joining me is Hall of Fame coaching member, Mr. Lewie Benitz. So we're starting off with a 120-pounder Carter Freeman against Merrill's John Hart. Coach, should be
Thanks,
a dandy
Scott.
dual meet.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's going to be, like you say, maybe a dogfight. We're probably not favored, although I think we should be in the fight. Marshfield looks like they have the most studs. But had we not dropped the ball up there at Wausau West the other night, this would be an easy meet for us. But Wausau West wrestled really good up there, and we wrestled really poor. That's the bottom line. And then come back the next day up at Menominee and beat Baldwin Woodville, who is the top-ranked D2 team, and they had beaten Wausau West. So it's anybody's ball game, I think.
Carter Freeman's got a toss with a headlock right off the bat and has John Hart of Merrill on his back, and he gets the pin in the first period. Good start for the Red Raiders. And
Well,
again,
it's good having Carter Freeman back. He's been out for a while, so that'll help us.
Red Raiders down one starter today at 182, so they had to fill in with another wrestler. The next match for the Red Raiders on the board will be at, and turn my page here, will be at 145. Mark Jeske is going to take on DC Everest Jake Sari. We're going to follow that at 170 with Kyler Tritz against Brian Ball out of Merrill. That's the first few matchups in this Valley Conference tournament. Coach, as you said, the Red Raiders kind of laid an egg a little bit there at Wausau West. They just were off that night. And
we didn't wrestle really well, and they wrestled really good.
And now you got a chance to kind of redeem yourself here. You got to really stand on the gas every single match, get every single possible extra point you can, because like you had mentioned, Wausau West and Marshfield have a bunch of studs, and we're going to knock heads sooner or later.
Well, the Valley tournament is back to being pretty tough again. A lot of parity here. 3-4 teams up in the upper echelon. There were a few years that it really kind of dropped off, but I think this year the Valley is pretty strong again.
Team rankings in the state as we speak. Kaukauna ranked number 1. Marshfield is ranked 2. Milton ranked 3. Holman ranked 4. Arrowhead 5. Mukwonago 6. Wausau West jumps into 7th. Nicolay is 8th. Wisconsin Rapids dropped to 9th. And Neenah is 10th. River Falls and Pulaski bring up 11th and 12th. So as you said, Coach, back to kind of the days of the Power Conference here with 3 teams ranked in the top 10 in the state, and Point and Everest were ranked earlier on in the honorable mention categories. So there should be some darn good matches here as we progress through this tournament.
I think so. And I'm not sure how we dropped to number 9. So we had one poor outing, but we were number 1 not too long ago. But number 9 is kind of a kick in the teeth there a little bit.
And maybe that's what the Red Raider program needed to see a little bit as far as from the individual kids' standpoint. Maybe read some press clippings a little bit, and then all of a sudden got a little bit of a wake-up call. the third place finish in the Mequon tournament and the dual meet loss to Wausau West. So we'll see how these Red Raiders respond today in the Valley Conference Tournament. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. And here we go at 145 pounds, first round wrestling of the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament. Mark Jeske, your Red Raider. He's taking on Cameron Asari of DC Everest. Looking back at my notes, these two did not wrestle each other in the dual meet. They were one weight class apart. So we don't have anything to compare to or look back at.
Jeske's been a JV wrestler, but he's wrestled pretty well. We've watched him a couple times now.
Yeah, he stepped in the lineup at the Mequon Homestead tournament, and he gave a pretty decent account of himself. Were you figuring he's going to win the tournament? Probably not, but he didn't finish at least below his seed, which is a good thing. So he held his own. Now we're waiting for an official and the score clock to get straightened out. Let's take this opportunity to thank some of these Rapids area businesses for supporting Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. The Benitz family, Mortensen Brothers Farms Incorporated, Wind Supply of Wisconsin Rapids, Team Matthews Auto and Tire, Tritz Forest Products, The Beast Cage, Crockett Septic LLC, Daniel Verwink DVM, George Hathaway DDS, Hofferman Woodworking LLC, Homestead Golf Course. And here we go, the wrestlers coming out on the mat. See how Mark Jeske fares in his first match in a Valley Conference tournament. Four mats on the floor here at the Marshfield Fieldhouse.
If we want to do well in this tournament, kids like this have to place.
Yep, they have to step up and maybe wrestle above their seat a little bit. Score some extra points, win one more round than normal. Mark Jeske's got a 3-2 record in the Valley, and Cameron Sari's 3-3, so maybe fairly even up here. Front headlock by Sari. Trying to short drag behind is Jeske. Can't quite get that done. Now an underhook and they break free. Sari with a shot in at the edge and they're out of bounds. Sari had gotten to a double, but they ran out of wrestling mat.
I think we're going to have a big crowd up here today.
Yeah, the side that we're on is pretty packed up, and there's bleachers pulled out on the other side. A lot of the teams are over there. Jeske with a slide by, comes behind. Can he get a takedown? Get him off his feet.
Come on, take him forward, take him forward.
He lifts. Oh, and he was able to square his hips up. And they're off the mat.
He got in there pretty deep, Jeske did. Is it Jeske or Jeske?
I'm not sure. And I'm sure we'll pronounce it a couple different ways yet today. Sari with a shot in. Jeske countered. And the 1-0-0.
A lot of red uniforms here today.
And we have another Red Raider on the mat. That's Damian Sturk. And he is wrestling at 182 against Zach Benbenick out of Stevens Point. Sari on the bottom. And comes up on a stand-up right away. And he gets the one-point escape on the edge of the mat. You want to try to run him out of bounds there instead of give up the point. On the top part of your screen is Sturk and Benbenick of point. And on the bottom is Jeske and Sari.
Again, these are two guys that if we want to do well in this tournament, They need, like you say, maybe wrestle up to their seed or better.
Stirk gets taken down off that little barrel roll almost. And he'll trail 3-0 now. Now he's got to work from the bottom. Stirk and Benbenick still on their feet. Benbenick not in the lineup for a point when the Red Raiders wrestled them. Jeske trying to come up. Got feet planted to a high base. He slide up, trying to come up with his feet. Goes back to his base. Half on this near side and a tip by Sari, trying to get near fall. Referee says no. Referee looking close here now. Jeske gets stomach back down. Benbenick in on a single leg shot, but getting stretched out and his head getting forced down. Still no score in that match. Ran out of time, 3-0, Jeske trails. They're going on their feet. No score in the Stirk match on top part of your screen. End of, 13 seconds left in that first period. Jeske with a shot in. Got to a single. Elliott dump takes him down to the mat. No points yet as Sari wraps up on the body.
Come on, score this takedown.
All right, hooks the leg. Can he get the arms underlocked? 2 takedown, Jeske. Now he's got an option. Can you turn him or are you going to cut him loose? Going to cut him loose. It's 4-2, Jeske trails. Jeske a little more up-tempo when he shot that takedown. Another shot in, but missed, too far out. And shot straight in. Stirk on top to start the second period, 0-0. Sari in with a shot to a single. Jeske got to counter this hard. Trip technique, took him down.
Didn't counter at all.
It's now 6-2, Jeske trails. He's got to score in a bunch here. Stirk still continuing to ride. Benbenick of point. Jeske trying to pick some hands free here so he can gain a little wrist control. Sari's locked up on him pretty good here. Sari riding the heck out of Jeske on the bottom. And that was 6-2, Sari over Jeske of Rapids. Swinging you up to the Damian Stirk match at 182 against Zach Benbenick of Stevens Point. Stirk trying to turn Benbenick. Got 35 seconds left in the second period. No score. And it looks like the Red Raiders' Kyler Tritt's ready to go against Merrill's Brian Ball. Ball won the first matchup in the dual meet 6-4 over Kyler Tritt's.
And Kyler's kind of hot and cold. He comes out, he scores a lot, he's pretty fast. Got a lot of offense, not a lot of defense. And they've had a little issue late in the matches of getting pinned.
Damian Stirk takes a, should have near fall there. Should be 3-0, I think, in the Stirk match, but scoreboard doesn't have it put up yet. And we got another Red Raider out on the mat. That is going to be Tanner Bars against Andrew Samuels of DC Everest. These two did not meet in the dual meet. Let me take a look here to make sure. Tanner Barth not in the lineup on that evening. Kyler Tritz on his feet, still 0-0, I do believe. Ball with a shot in, got a deep underhook and head position, and Tritz is countering that, and they're off the mat. They still don't have score put up on the Damian Sturck match, and it may still be 0-0. There may not have been near fall awarded. Barth got taken down, and he got an escape. 2-1, he trails. Tritz with a shot and a sweep. Got stretched out coming in, though. And they go off the mat just as Ball kind of fired a little head toss. And it's 2-0 Tritz, I do believe.
I think Sturck got a takedown down there.
That's a reversal.
He was on top. I still think he has more.
Tritz trying to get a tip and a roll here. Barth has got a takedown to take a 3-2 lead in his match. Tritz going to get near fall here. Got two laying there. And again, that scoreboard is up on the wall behind a bunch of basketball hoops, so we can't see it.
Scott's favorite sport.
Still says 0-0 here. Slow.
Tritz trying to lock up an Okie choke here.
Still says 0-0, but he already gave it.
Probably like 5-0.
And now I think they question the score clock here. So, and Sturck is up 3-0 over Ben Bennick a point.
Tritz 2-1.
2-1, Tritz leads as Ball gets back to his feet. Damian Sturck's tied 3-3 against, Tanner Barth is tied 3-3 against Andrew Samuels at EC Everest. Damian Sturck's got 21 seconds left, do believe in the third period. And he's riding the heck out of Ben Bennick from point with a 3-0 lead. Ball with a shot in on Tritz. Tries to trip him. Tritz trying to whiz or toss him.
This is where he gets in trouble.
And out of time in the period.
They won that one. 2-0 Sturck.
Damian Sturck with a 3-0 victory over Zach Ben Bennick of Stevens Point. Tritz on the bottom now. To start this period, he's working to his feet, and Ball lifts him, takes him back to the mat. On your right-hand side is Tanner Barth and Andrew Samuels. On your left is Tritz and Ball.
And we got the big guy out here now, too.
And the heavyweight, Josh Hansen, is taking on Miles Paulson of DC Everest.
4-2 and 2-2.
Hansen pinned Paulson in a minute 3 in a dual meet. But that's Tritz with a nice duck when they go out of mounts.
Oh no. He had to tie his shoe. That's not good.
Starting the bottom, Tanner Barth, 3-3. And he's starting the third period. Heavyweights still on their feet at this point. Warning, stalling Tritz.
Warning, stalling Hansen.
And Hansen got warned for a warning. Got hit for a warning, excuse me. 2 takedown Tritz. And Tanner Bars is getting near fall scored on him. Tritz is trying to crossbody half with a legs ride for a near fall. Not quite yet. Bars is behind now with 1:05 left, 6-3. Tritz has still got a legs ride in here. Still trying to get some near fall. Just don't get so high here, Kyler. End of the match. Kyler Tritz with a win. And Bars is on your bottom right. Hansen on your top left.
Bars was doing pretty well until his third period.
Yeah, he got turned and was going to get turned again, but potentially dangerous. He's behind 6-3. He's got 28 seconds left yet. There is time, but he's got to fly here. Big men on their feet. Body lock by Paulson of DC Everest, and Hansen flattens him, but then gets rolled through.
We put him right to his back. Did we get 2?
No,
And they got a reversal.
because that's that rock thing and doesn't make it. Gormanson's good.
Tanner Gormanson getting set to go at 2:20 against James Clements of Marshfield.
Come on, Hansen.
End of the match for Tanner Bars. He goes down 6-3. And he was in that match, Coach, like he had mentioned, then got turned to his back.
I thought it was 3-3 going into that third
It
period.
was. And your top left now is Tanner Gormanson. And Gormanson not in the lineup when the Red Raiders wrestled Marshfield. And quickly, Gormanson gets taken down by Clements of Marshfield.
The one thing about these younger kids is they don't counter leg attacks very well. And it's easy to sit up here and be critical, but that's probably their weakness.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of expediency in while they're on the mat. The match clock doesn't tick very fast in their head sometimes. Now Gormanson's getting near fall with a cradle put on him. Hansen starting on top. I do believe that's going to be the third period. And Hansen's behind 4-2.
And it's 0. Oh, he is, huh?
Penalty points.
He's behind on 2 penalty points. Now there's an escape. It's 5-2. 3 near fall for Clements of Marshfield on Gormanson.
Come on, Hansen.
Again, Hansen with the upper body stuff. And that's pretty much what he's got.
Well, they both are. That's the problem when the opponent figures Josh out. He won't give him that hip position.
5-0. Gormanson trails Clements. 1:38 left in the period. Warning, stalling on Pulse of the DC Everest.
Hansen's trying to get inside here. He's got to throw. That's his only takedown.
And again, time management in the head. Got to go here a little bit.
Got 38 seconds according to this. Not gonna happen.
Body lock by Paulson on the top right. Hansen has just got the overhooks. And Paulson is blocking with the head, doing what he should do.
Oh, we got a takedown.
Gormanson with a takedown here, and Clements has got the ankle lifted.
It's not gonna happen. That was a terrible fall.
Hansen's got.
And time ran out.
Time
he
runs
didn't get-
out.
Oh, God.
Paulson goes on to beat Hansen.
God, he had him flat on his back, too.
And it was 5-2.
According to this.
And now Gormanson against Clements again. And Gormanson trails 7-2. 58 seconds left, second period. Clements on top and riding.
JV coming up.
Going right into the second round of wrestling here. I stand corrected. There are some JV action going on here that I did not know they were wrestling. Gormanson trying to come to his feet. Now got to work on hands and stay in bounds. Get your hips down and away. And he stands straight up and is able to get locked up and taken right back to the mat. Sometimes it's just such simple things, you know, Coach, that they just can't get done.
Well, it's a lot easier sitting up here, being critical, than it is being down there. You got a pretty inexperienced guy that's pretty underpowered. And like you say, coming up and keeping your hips down, that's a hard position to be in. But he's going to cut him loose here. Huh?
7-2. They're going to give him a free ride to make it 8-2 and hopefully toss him to his back. And Clements from Marshfield is doing some serious blocking right now as he knows Gormans is going to try to throw him. Near side single by Clements, and on Gormanson, back trip takes him to the mat.
That's what I mean. We don't counter that leg attack very good. It's not just him. I think it's kind of with the young inexperience maybe.
10-2 now with 1:20 left, third period. First round buys for the Red Raiders were Landon Freeman at 106, Preston Spray at 113, Asen Meyer at 126, Lucas Bean at 132, Josh Black 138, Brett Bach at 152, Ben Weidman at 160. From that point on, the Red Raiders have been wrestling, and this top half of the lineup has been kind of the struggle all year. 37 seconds left, still 10-2 Clements. Gormanson trying to put a foot down. Got both of them on the mat now. It's working on hands. Turns to face. 9 seconds left. Going to be 10-2 Clements of Marshfield over Gormanson of Rapids. 10-3, correction on the score with the escape, 10-3. So we're done with this round of wrestling. The Raiders won a few and lost a few. So we'll see how round 2 goes once we return to the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament. Back now at round number 2 of the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament from the Marshfield gymnasium here. Starting it off, first one to step to the mat is going to be Preston Spray at 113 pounds against Jack Bissett out of Wausau East. These two did not wrestle in a dual meet, as Bissett was at the same weight, but Spray was up a weight class. So I think we're waiting for scores and timers here. Let's see if Joyce can get us some team scores here, if she would check that stuff out while we're hanging on here a minute. The JVs are wrestling right now. Wausau West right now is in the lead with 37.5 points. Wisconsin Rapids in second, 34. Stevens Point in third, 32. DC Everest in fourth with 30. Marshfield with 28 in fifth place.
This should be a little better round for us. We've got some of our stronger wrestlers in this round.
We're going to have 7 matches in this round if I read through my bookwork correctly here. And again, waiting for some scores and timers, I do believe, to come back to the table that they were working. Spray is going to take on Jack Bissett, as I had mentioned, of Wausau East. Landon Freeman at 106 had a first round bye. He's got Cam Mayick of Stevens Point.
He's going to be up right here.
And that match is, I think, going to be getting ready to go here shortly. Then we drop down to Asen Meyer, had a first round bye. He's got Merrill's Brady Norton. Then Brett Bach will wrestle Wausau East, Garrison Stockwell. Ben Weidman gets a tough draw. Ryan Dozel, top-ranked wrestler at 160 from Marshfield. Kaylor Tritt gets Marshfield's Cameron Denny, another tough draw. And then Tanner Gormanson at 220 gets Colton Gearink of Wausau West. That's another tough draw. Right down here in the front right, we got Landon Freeman now, steps on the mat against Cam Mayak of Stevens Point. Got a quick takedown. Freeman wrestled Mayak in a dual meet, pinned him in a minute 8. So he's looking to try to beat that time. Got 136 left first period. And Mayak able to get stomach down. 3 Nearville, it's 5-0 the lead right away for the young Red Raider. Freeman ranked in the state at 106 pounds. He's ranked 9th. Half in a bar now by Freeman. Drives Mayak over. There is the pin in 104. So he beat his last time by 4 seconds.
He's a good little wrestler.
And picked up 2 extra team points for the Red Raiders with the pin. That's bonus points. That's what you need to get.
Be good to get this other mat going over here.
Yeah, there.
Spray's been ready for a long time. Doesn't look like they have any workers here.
The table workers must have took a lunch, I guess. I don't know. But Spray's been ready. He's got his stuff off, his warm-up stuff off. His opponent from Wausau East, Bissett, had his warm-up stuff off, was ready to go, and he put it back on. Now they get some table workers back. And now we're getting ready to go. Asen Meyer on the top right of your screen also is on the mat against Brady Norton of Merrill. Brady Norton not in the lineup earlier in the year for the Blue Jays. So this will be a fresh matchup. Spray attacking with that ankle pick. Nice arm drag there to a takedown. Cuts him loose. 2-1. The Red Raiders Spray on your top left. Meyer with a takedown and near fall leads 4-0 over Norton of Merrill. Bar and a half, double bar, excuse me, by Meyer. And Norton is in deep trouble. The referee trying to get an advantage of the shoulders. And Norton gets stomach down, 3 near fall. Eason Meyer.
Eason Meyer's going to be pretty important to our tournament here today. He's improved a lot, and we got to get some points out of the senior.
Spray is working a takedown game against against Bissett of Wausau East. $14-6 right now, the lead for Spray, top left. Still got to look for a pin though. 38 seconds left, arm baseball across the back. Locks it up with the Farmer. That gets pretty tight once you take it over. You can keep that arm tied up. And he lost the grip on the wrist, now just runs him over.
That's going to be a pin here.
That's got to be pretty darn close. 12 seconds left, but can't set his shoulders flat. There is the pin, and 159 for Preston Spray. Two more team points and another win for the Red Raiders. That's a good thing. Eason Meyer on the top right. What's his score, Joyce?
10-0.
Eason's ahead 10-0 over Brady Norton of Merrill. Stacking him up. Near fall should be coming. Don't get rolled through. Gotta be really close. Referee says, yeah, that's close. Eason Meyer with a pin.
These bonus points are going to be pretty important later on in the tournament.
2:33 in the pin time, and Meyer picks up another 2 for the Red Raiders. Gets the advancement in the bracket, plus the 2 extra bonus for the pin. So right now, we have no more Red Raiders ready to go, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament. Back now at the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament. This is 160-pound second round action. Ben Weidman, your Red Raider, had a bye the first round. He's taking on a tough opponent, Ryan Dozel of Marshfield.
It's not a real good draw for us.
No.
And I don't know if Ben's big enough to wrestle up at 160, but he's here.
Dozel comes out with a front headlock, short drags behind, and gets a takedown, cuts him loose. Again, Dozel ranked the top at 160. Collar tie by the Marshfield Tiger. Two 2-1, Weidman trails. Front headlock again. A little drag behind, he gets takedown. And he's going to cut Weidman loose, I do believe. Nope, I thought he did, but he didn't. Weidman's going to be down. Optional start signaled. One point Weidman, 4-2. Yeah.
Boy, he snaps him down hard
Yep,
with
that front headlock. All right, again, he's pretty physical. Spiral ride now steps in with a right side leg. Weidman's got to work hard, come up to his high base. Trying to get a foot down. Deep, tight waist by Dozel. End of the first period. 8-3, Dozel. Weidman's choice, he defers. Dozel's choice, he goes down. See if Weidman can ride him for a while anyway.
That was about all the longer it was, too.
He's really good forcing down on that head.
Well, he snaps him right down to his face
Yep.
and then goes to the front headlock.
Weidman to his feet and then gets to a sitting position and comes back to his base, now trying to get a foot down. Dozel's going to cut him loose here. And they're out of bounds. 11-4 the lead for the Marshfield Tiger. Weidman into a single leg on a reshot. But he's got his head down on the mat. Dozel's going to go through, pull him back. Weidman with a good scramble, and they're off the mat. Dozel pulled him back into a switch position. Brett Box getting set to go out. Around the corner, Dozel goes again for a takedown. And they're going to cut him loose again.
They want to get these bonus
Sure.
points, too.
13-5. Again, right into that front headlock.
Should be 15. Oh, but 17-6.
17-6 right now.
Come on,
Joyce
Ben,
said.
battle him here.
Ben's got a leg. Dozel steps out in front, rolls through a little gator roll, and comes up with control and a takedown. 19-6 after two periods. Dozel over Weidman. Brett. 19-7, excuse me. Scoreboard got caught up. Weidman going down to start the third period. Weidman working to stay on his base. Brett Box on the mat now against Garrison Stockwell of Wausau East. He's got a takedown and near fall. 4-0 the lead. Had an earthquake go on up here, and we're back now. Little scramble off the mat. Bach got a pin in 46 seconds.
We almost had a disaster here with Craig, the cameraman, but lost the camera, but he recovered it.
21-8.
And Brett Bach just got a fall.
21-9 now the score, and right back into that front headlock again. Short drag from the feet.
We got to stay in the mat here. We can't. Nice shot.
23-10 right now, Weidman, and still Dozel just rolls right around with him.
25-10 Tech fall.
25-10 Tech fall. To Ryan Dozel, number 1 ranked wrestler in the state at that weight.
5:21.
So that's kind of what you expected there a little bit. Ben was in the match. He stayed in it all the while. You know, just got outscored by a better wrestler. That's all you can
Didn't
say.
give up any pinpoints.
No pinpoints, saved a half a team point, which is critical in tournaments like this. As we said before, Brett Bach got a 46-second pin over Garrison Stockwell of Wausau East. Next up for the Red Raiders, Kyler Tritz against Cameron Denny of Marshfield.
Right now.
And we're going out on the mat with that match right now. See if these two wrestled before. Well, Cameron Denny was up at 182 in the dual meet. Kyler Tritz lost to Dozel, who you just saw. So we'll see how Kyler Tritz handles Cameron Denny. Again, another ranked wrestler, I do believe, for the Marshfield squad here. He's ranked 4th. Denny again, front headlock to start with. Ankle pick, comes around behind, takes Tritz down.
They're hurting us with that front headlock.
And he's wrapping Tritz up into a cradle instantly. And Tritz goes over on his back. Got to pick some hands here, Kyler.
Boy, he in big trouble.
Yes, he is. And that shoulder's getting let out here.
Marshall got a pin over there.
Marshfield looking to gain some points in this round over the Red Raiders.
And he's got another pin.
Tritz fights off his back, thank goodness.
Oh, that's not us. Never mind.
It's 5-0 the lead for Denny. Again, he wraps up that crossface cradle
Coming again.
and is trying to get Tritz to go to his back, which he has done. Got to get stomach back down, Kyler. Can't let that shoulder get placed on the mat. And he gets stomach back down. Good work there. Now he's got to get some hand control and come up. Can't let Denny's hands go free, so he can just slap a cradle on you whenever he wants. There he's got it cross-faced again. Now with a bar this time.
Boy, he's all over Tritzy.
Yeah, he's getting
You
manhandled.
get your feet on the mat, though, Kyler.
Now switches that to a headlock. Tritz got an elbow jammed in the mat. I don't know how long that'll last, though. Short time here, 5 seconds in the period. Tritz got this side shoulder up, you can see, and they run out of time. It's 11-0, Denny with the lead over Tritz.
That's a lot of points in one period.
It sure is. And without getting 1 point out of that match so far. Tritz on top. Denny with a stand-up. And he's out easy. Tritz with a double leg shot in. Oh, could he catch him here? He's got a half. He can't hold him. Not strong enough.
It just hurts for power here.
To take down, and did we get near fall? It's 13-2. We didn't get any near fall. Tritz shot in on a straight double leg and got there. Front headlock by Denny. And Tritz in the ball on the mat here. Denny trying to pick an ankle and come around this left-hand side. Tritz trying to get to a barrel roll. But he's getting stretched out here. And he's got to give up the takedown. 15-2. Crossface again. Going to a barbed wire. Now trying to get a bar. Runs Stritzlover again. Near fall coming for Denny. Dritz has got his arm tied up. Now he's got that arm free. It's 17-2, Tech fall. Cameron Denny over Kyler Tritz.
Oh, we got hammered those last two matches.
Yes, we did. By two pretty good wrestlers from the Marshfield Tigers. Next up for the Red Raiders, I had mentioned Tanner Gormanson against Colton Gearing of Wausau West, and that match is going to come right up here. That's at 220 pounds. So we'll see here. That's not the match that I thought we were going to see here. That's that a JV match, Joyce? That's a JV.
No, that's not us. We're on deck.
Oh, we're on deck on the net mat. All right, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Team score updates as Tanner Gormanson steps on the mat against Colton Gearing of Wausau West. Currently, Wisconsin Rapids 49, Marshfield 48.5, Wausau West 41.5, .36. And Gormanson gets taken down in a hurry by Gearing.
6-0.
And Gearing pinned Gormanson in a dual meet in 1:15.
Well, you got to be able to protect your legs a little bit. And Gearing come right out and shot him, and Gormy just didn't sprawl. We're in big trouble off this cradle.
And there is a first period pin. First period pin for Colton Gearing of Wausau West over Tanner Gormanson of the Your Red Raiders. That's the end of round 2 for the Red Raiders on the varsity side. We'll come back when we have round number 3 in the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament from Marshfield. Back now to third round of the Valley Conference Wrestling Classic. 106-pounder Landon Freeman against Ryan Yeager out of Wausau East. I'll take a quick look back in my notes here to see if these two wrestled. And Yeager was down at 6 for the tournament, or for the dual meet, and the Red Raiders ended up forfeiting. That was the only points that Wausau East scored.
We got two wrestlers. We got Spray
And Preston Spray on your top right hand on the far corner down there, and he's wrestling Jace Kellenhofer of Marshfield. Freeman with a takedown on your bottom right, Spray on the top. Spray is ahead 2-1, 4-2 now. And he's in another low dart. It's going to be 6-3 coming up. Freeman now's got Yeager in a headlock, turned to his back. Referee's counting near fall points.
These are two of our best wrestlers, and we need bonus points.
Freeman squeezing for 55 seconds, yet he's got time. Settles him in there. Referee trying to catch up to see the shoulders. Spray with a takedown. There's the pin. In 1:17 on a fall for Landon Freeman.
Oh my God.
Freeman with 2 bonus points for the Red Raiders, and Spray on his feet now. He's leading 8-4. Now it's 10-4. Spray wrestling Jace Kellenhofer.
14-7.
And now they updated 14-7. Spray with a pin over Kellenhofer.
51-7.
in 51 seconds.
There's a lot of wrestling.
Carter Freeman on the mat at 126 against Warren Soik out of Stevens Point. And Freeman with a launch. They were off the mat first. Excuse me, Soik with a launch on Freeman there. Both red step-ins. Freeman beat Soik 4-0 in the dual meet with Stevens Point. So this is a close match. Oh, and he got run over in a takedown attempt. Still no points scored. What a scramble.
This looks like it's going to be a tough match.
You can see Soik wanted to throw as he launched Freeman to start with.
Sitting on top, too.
And we have another Red Raider. This is probably Asen Meyer at 126 against Gavin Lang of Wausau West. These two did not meet in the dual meet between Meyer and Lang. And checking on the scoring here in the Freeman and Soik match.
Did Stoik get points out of that?
Somehow he got a takedown. Meyer on the bottom here. Soik trying to be real physical on top. Meyer trying to build to a base. Got his feet down. Soik just hip tossed him over his hip to the mat again. And Freeman is going to face him.
Stoik is making quite a match out of this. He's throwing Freeman to his back now a couple times.
Asen Meyer scores a takedown in his match.
The Raiders have to win these two matches that are on the mat right now.
You can see Warren Soik of Point likes to throw. He's been trying to get into those positions. There he is again. Double underhooks. Now just a single. Asen Myers getting hung up in a reversal and a Granby. At the end of the period, it's probably 2-2. 2-1, Carter Freeman trails Warren Soik of Point.
Well, Carter's going in for it's like a fireman's, but he's leaving his elbow up in the air. And Stoik is throwing him by. That's how he's getting the takedowns on him. Like right here.
He tossed him again. Comes up with a bar and almost a half and just gets tossed to his back. No points. Time ran out.
You're leaving your elbow up in the air, and that's going to happen. I'm talking like a coach up here, but that's, like I say, it's a little easier up here than it is down there. What is the score in this match down here?
Asen Meyer 2-2.
Oh, and he's going to get rolled if he doesn't.
And
We're in two real battles here.
Freeman on top to start the second period here against Warren Soik of Point. Soik standing up. Freeman got to get him off his feet, got to lift, take him off. Can't do that. Soik gets the escape. He's ahead 3-1. Fireman's carry takedown. Not quite.
No points, though.
Off the mat they go. Good shot in that time.
That's
got
what
stopped.
Well, he's got that good fireman's, but he's getting his elbow up too high. Stoik is really countering him. This is a close match. Boy, Stoik wants to throw.
Backing off the mat, Meyer, 1 point, Soik. It's now 4-1. That's a big point. 1 minute left, second period. Ace and Meyer still tied at 2 with Gavin Lang of Wausau West. You can see Soik digging in for the underhooks. He's looking to throw.
And Carter wants that fireman's, but it's not a very good combination because he gets his elbow up in the air. Or he's going to get this one, maybe.
Sweep shot to a single. Stepped over the leg. Soik trying to counter. And he's able to counter his way back out.
I didn't realize Stoik was this tough.
Eight seconds left, second period. End of the periods here, and it's 4-1 Soik of point, leading Carter Freeman of Wisconsin Rapids. Ace and Meyer still tied at 2 with Galang of Wausau West in your top screen. And they're just starting the third period. Freeman on the bottom now with Soik. Freeman to his feet, back right up again. And they're off the mat.
This Stoik is tough.
Ace and Meyer with a reversal leads 4-2. Carter Freeman working to his feet. Forward roll. Don't get hung. Trying to get back to a single leg now is Freeman trying to come out the back door.
This Stoik is really dangerous. Don't get tossed here.
1 point Freeman, it's 4-2. Takedown can tie it. Shot in again, but missed it. 4-3, Ace and Meyer leads with the escape. "35 seconds left in the Freeman match. He's got to get a takedown. Ace and Meyer with a win, 4-3.
Ace and Meyer wrestled quite a match.
And we got a stalemate. 20 seconds left here between Soik and Carter Freeman. Freeman's got to go hard here. Hunt takedown, big time.
Come on, buddy.
Underhook by Soik. Double underhooks. Headlock by Freeman. Soik with a counter. 2 seconds. 1, 4, 2. Warren Soik with a win.
The Stoik was a lot better than I thought. Caught him with that upper body stuff all the time.
Yeah, he got him off balance just a little bit. Got kind of caught, his feet caught underneath him, and that was the difference in the match there. One takedown there.
But Ace and Meyer come up big.
A couple of big wins, one big win for Stevens Point. And I do not think the Red Raiders have anybody out on the mat right now. So we are going to take a quick break, and we will return to the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament. And we got Josh Black stepping on the mat at 138 pounds against Blake Heel out of DC Everest. This is going to be no easy task as well. Heel was at 38 in the dual meet and wrestled Mark Yeski. Black was up at 45, so these two did not meet. But Heel's got a takedown already. One of DC Everest's best wrestlers. Heel ranked 9th in the state at 138. Again, the Red Raiders didn't get any good matchups in this round, that's for sure. They got the first two, Freeman against Yeager and Spray against Kellhofer. Asen Meyer with a tough win against Gavin Lang, 4-3.
That was a big win.
Lucas Bean is going to take on Logan Sievers of Stevens Point. Black down on the bottom now, still trying to come out from that first takedown attempt. Got 40 seconds left, trailing 2-0. Bar and a wrist by Heel. And Black fought the bar off, or excuse me, the wrist off. And we got blood time on one of them, and I'm not sure who. Maybe Josh Black, I'm guessing. Let's take this opportunity to thank some of these Wisconsin Rapids area businesses for supporting Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Next Home Partners, Rich Nichols Construction, Roger Buzz Pascavas, The Tool Shed Incorporated, Wisconsin River Orthopedics, Accounting Plus LLC, Chips Hamburgers, Econ Electric Incorporated, 8th Street Auto, Farmers Insurance, Mike Hallinen's office, Here Care LLC, Mark Toyota of Plover, Paper City Savings, Safeway Bus Transit Incorporated, and Van Berkel Studios. Black trails 2-0. 22 seconds left in the period, and now we have Lucas Bean on the bottom of your screen. Black is on top. Bean's taking on Logan Sievers of Stevens Point. Sievers with a headshot and then dives into a double. Bean's got to fight his head down and away and get his hips down and away if he can. And they step out of bounds. Red Raiders also have Mark Yeski at 145 against Gabriel Ramos of Wausau West, and there will be the underdog in that match, and Ramos with a takedown. Bean with a front headlock, working on it anyway on Sievers. (2-0). Josh Black trails. Blake Heel and DC Everest are going on their feet to start the second period. And Sievers a point in on a double leg again on Bean. Margeski's on his back in deep trouble with a deep half. And Gabriel Ramos is looking for a pin here from Wausau West.
This Ramos is pretty tough.
Yes, he is.
How come we're getting all the tough guys?
Jeski just got pinned by Ramos. And Bean now in a front headlock again, trying to come around the corner.
Come on, Beaner, get around here.
Picking an ankle, trying to cover. Sievers still hanging on to a leg and into a barrel roll type setup. Now he folds the leg under of Bean. Bean got to get his hips up. Bean with a crossbody half, power half here.
Biener's going to get this takedown, I
But
think.
he's getting pulled underneath.
Maybe not. Shoot. We were in good position, too.
End of the period, thank goodness. Stevens Point fans not very happy. Still 4-0 now with the Josh Black
match,
Blake heel. Bean on the bottom here.
Oh, he's on top.
And it's still 0-0 in that match. He's starting on top, second period.
Sorry, I didn't know you were.
Severs had a couple of shots in on on Lucas Bean. And Bean had to fight hard not to give up any points in that first period. Severs just sprawling out here, and Bean's trying to work, got a half Nelson in on this near side. And Severs picks that off. Blood time on the Josh Black match. Be nice if we can get a turn here for some points out of Bean.
Be nice if we can get a win here.
He chops the wrist down again of Severs. And what do we have going on here? We got blood time on Severs now. I will swing you up to the top of your screen here with Josh Black and Blake Heel at E.C. Everest. Heel is ahead. Heel's ahead 4-0.
Yeah, Josh Black hasn't been in this match at all. Got taken down, got turned, and we got to pick up a win here pretty soon.
End of the period, and now it's going to be Black's choice. He goes on top. Couldn't get out from the bottom. And we got a little bit of blood time again. Back now with the double matches here, with Bean on the bottom against Severs a point. And that match score is still 0-0.
Come on, Beaner, you got to score a point here.
Bean trying to chop an arm, get him off his base, which now he's done. And Severs right back up.
Oh, Damien Sturk's over there. On mat 3.
Damian Sturk on the mat at 182 against Nathan LaRue of Wausau West, and that's not a good draw for the Red Raiders. Caution on Severs jumping to start.
So end of the second period.
End of two periods for Bean and Severs. It's Bean's choice. He's going down. We're still tied at 0. So you would think we'd be in a pretty good position here. We'll have to make sure we come out of the bottom.
Look at this.
Did Damian Sturk get a takedown over Nathan LaRue of Wausau West?
Yeah, and then he let him go.
And LaRue comes flying out with the escape.
It's 2-1.
2-1 Damian Sturk. Bean with a switch to a reversal. And the lead 2-0.
And Josh Black on
Josh Black is on his back in deep trouble.
Josh Black hasn't been in this match at all.
And there is the pin for Blake Heel.
Oh gosh, Tanner Weiss just got taken down.
Tanner Barst now is behind 3-2. And Bean has got a 2-point lead with the reversal.
And we got Brett Bach coming up.
And Brett Bach going to come out on the top mat. That will be on the top of your screen.
I guess the big son.
Bean can't get too high here. He's getting his arm pulled over the shoulder of Severs. And we got a stoppage for blood again on Severs. Bach in on top against Gabriel Ramos of Wausau West. No, excuse me. Connor Kalmaz of Wausau West. Bach in with a takedown. Bach pinned Kalmaz in 2:15 in the dual meet. Two to one. Bach on their feet again. Gave him a free ride to his feet. Bach upper body. Arm drag. Spins behind. Got to get him off his feet though. There's the takedown. Should be 4-1 Bach.
This can't be a good score.
Still cleaning up Severs here with Bean's match. And Brett Bach on there got another takedown. Going to work on top. Bean now back and ready to go. He leads 2-0. Close match. Got to keep him on the mat here because Severs was in on a couple of takedown attempts. Half an a wrist spiral ride by the Red Raider.
Beaner's wrestling a pretty good match here.
Once they got off their feet, he's in much more control. Bean's going to get a win, 2-0. Now we go back over to the Brett Bach match on the top. Damian Sturck is behind 3-2, and he's on the bottom. With LaRue. Box ahead 6-2, 1:39 left second period. They're on their feet. Damian Sturck still on the bottom end of the period coming. They're going to have one more period left as they go out of bounds right before the clock runs out. Damian Sturck trails 3-2. Bach is up 6-2 and they're on their feet. Sturck on top now, starting the third period. Could we pull a huge upset here? Bach's got a headlock. Got Kalmaz on his back in deep trouble and for a long time, 50 seconds left. Pin. 3:15 on the fall time for Brett Bach. Slide you over to the right just a little bit, and we got Damian Stirk on top of Nathan LaRue of Wausau West. This is a close match so far. It's going to be 4-2 now. LaRue. LaRue in on a deep shot now. Takes down Stirk. 6-2 now, the lead for the Wausau West Warrior. You may remember in the dual meet, Ashton Fisher had a cradle on LaRue and had him turned to his back, and LaRue kind of got some weight more over on the top of Fisher in a defensive pin. Fisher didn't even know he was stuck, but he pinned himself. Off the mat they work. Still 6-2 Wausau West. Minute, no, how much time left, Joyce? In the Stirk match?
42 seconds.
42 seconds. And LaRue on top and riding hard.
We got to build a base down here.
Not enough time. There's 15 seconds left.
Nathan LaRue is going to get a win, 6-2 for Wausau West over your Red Raider, Damian Stirk, at 182 pounds. And we'll see if we got any more Red Raiders going to step on the mat. Tanner Barsh should be up on mat number 1, which will be down in front of us here shortly.
The big guy's coming up here.
And Josh Hansen will be on, the far corner against Ethan Sommers of Wausau West. And that didn't go well for Hansen in the dual meet as Sommers pinned him. Sommers a big, powerful boy. Hansen forces his way into the underhooks right away.
The West kid kind of likes it from here, too. That's how we got in trouble up in Wausau West.
Yeah, Hansen initiated the throw, took Sommers to his back. Sommers never panicked, rolled right through it, put Hansen on his back and stuck him.
We're getting our feet hung up.
Both guys push, pull, under overhooks. Each one, Tanner Bars is set to go out here at 195 pounds for the Red Raiders. And his opponent is going to be Joe Behrens of Wausau West, and that's another really rough draw for the Red Raiders. Behrens very good and very physical. He's ranked 7th in the state. Hansen's got a loose lock across the body, but so does Sommers. Now Sommers got the lock.
Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top.
Now come up the face, got to come
We
off
were
your
on
knees.
top, we were on top. The West kid just recovers better.
Yep, Hansen just stopped wrestling down there.
We had him in big trouble.
And the Behrens of Wausau West is taking down Tanner Bars, has him on his back. End of the period, 2-0. Tanner Bars loses on a fall in 44 seconds. Back to the heavyweight match of Hansen and Sommers of Wausau West. 2-0 Somers with the lead.
Hansen had control of that scramble, too.
Somers with a shot. Hansen got a chance to throw right there, but he doesn't. Could have facelifted, kind of pancaked him to his back, but nope. Too content to be neutral. Not another offensive bullet in the gun, so to speak. There's the throw again. Hansen's hanging back. Now, don't get rolled here.
No.
This time.
Come on, get off your butt, though. He just don't recover very good.
No, he just stops.
He's better than that. He's been better than that. That was his takedown if he wanted it. Or if he had moved a little quicker.
4-0 now. 4-0 now. He got and he let him out. He had him locked up from behind. Just take him off his feet. You would have got the reversal. But he just let him out. Killer instinct lacking here. 4-1, Hansen trails. 30 seconds left, second period.
The West kid's just waiting for him.
"17 seconds left, second period. Still on their feet with the escape by Hansen. Here he goes with the under and over again. And we're going to run this period out with nothing happening. Wausau West choice, he's going down. Hansen going to be on top. Let's see if he moves first or not. They're going to put him on his feet, give him a 5-1 lead. Underhooks, overhooks, each wrestler.
And 2 rapid skill dresses. Jamie Cass.
Both just leaning in chest to chest.
Well, that's their style.
That's the styles.
That's heavyweights. This West kid won't give him much position, though.
Hansen lateral drop. Got him to his back. That's the one move right there. He's pretty flat.
Well,
Wow.
we
One move.
waited him out.
One move.
And then he doesn't raise his hand a lot, so.
Waited him out.
450 on the fall time. Little revenge pin there for Hansen at heavyweight.
That was a big match.
Yeah, for Hansen it was, that's for sure.
Well, for our team.
Got 2 points, too, in the bonus column for the pin. So now that round of wrestling is complete. So we will bring you more of the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament when this next round begins here in Marshfield. Back now to placement matches. The Red Raiders 106-pounder Landon Freeman is going to be in a championship match against Wausau West Tai Yang. Team points as we stand before this round. Wausau West in front, 199.5. Wisconsin Rapids in second, 168. Marshfield in third, 152.5. Stevens Point fourth, 120.5. DC Everest with 104. Merrill with 94. Wausau East 61.5. Red Raiders have a big, long hill to climb. I'm not sure we got enough matches left to climb that big of a hill, but we'll see what kind of a round the Red Raiders have, Coach.
You're right. There might not be enough bullets in the gun. But we're going to do okay these first 2, I know that.
Landon Freeman in the match against Tai Yang in a dual meet. Freeman had a tough match. 1-5-3.
One, you get the forfeit.
We'll see what happens here. They may just going to be forfeiting. Forfeit win for Landon Freeman.
That was easy.
That was easy, and you get 2 bonus points for the forfeit as well.
Yeah, really.
So that
I don't know
helps.
what happened there.
I don't know either. And maybe an injury, maybe a sickness, we're not sure. But in any event, Landon Freeman, a conference champion at 106 pounds with a forfeit victory over Tai Yang of Wausau West. Next up will be Preston Spray against Sam Galang out of Wausau West. We'll bring you that championship match when we return to the finals of the Valley Conference. 113-pound conference championship match getting set to go. Preston Spray, your Red Raider, against Sam Galang out of Wausau West. Now, these two did not wrestle in the dual meet. Aiden Armagast wrestled Galang and gave him all he could handle. Went down 10-8 in overtime. It was a heck of a match. So this is Spray and Galang going at it. Team scores as we speak. 205.5 Wausau West. 174 Wisconsin Rapids. 152.5 Marshfield. Spray likes the attack from a knee. Likes a collar tie and ankle pick, and that's it, right there. And Spray cuts him loose, 2-1 to Red Raider. Anybody that's had some success against Spray has stayed down on their knees. And that kind of prevents or counters that leg attack, which Spray just got another takedown. Spray lifts, takes him back to the mat, but they're out of bounds. 4-1 the Red Raider. Gonna put him back on his feet. 4-2. Off the mat they work, Spray driving in. In the dual meet against Wausau West, Spray wrestled Shaming Zhang and pinned him in minute 59. Again, two different wrestlers for Wausau. Again, Spray dives in with a collar tie but missed the ankle. Spray to a Russian, clears the arm into a nice double leg shot. That was a nice setup. 6-2 the lead after one period for Spray. Disc comes up Spray's color. He defers. Galang's choice will be both on their feet. Okay, interesting. He just got taken down 3 times. Caution on Galang, not on the starting stripe.
Pick your poison.
Yeah. Into a single as Spray got it elevated off the mat. Now, can he complete it from here? Lifts to a double, takes him down, catches him to his back. Pin for Spray in 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Boy, he's a tough one. He's my favorite to win a state championship right there. Got a boy, Preston.
Another conference champion for the Red Raiders at 113 pounds, Preston Spray. 3 pins in the tournament. First round 159, second round 51 seconds. Championship match 220. Spray a champion at 113. We'll be back with Carter Freeman against Marshfield's Caleb Denny when we return. 120-pound match, and we're kind of chuckling here as the announcer called the Red Raider Charter Freeman, like a charter boat. It's actually Carter Freeman. He's going against Caleb Denny of Marshfield. Carter Freeman won a 5-0 match in the dual meet over Denny. Denny trying to toss him here. Freeman gets him into 2%. Get your feet back up. There you go. Freeman with a shot in. Barrel roll. Can he complete it? Denny steps over the top. Countered that well. Locked up a leg.
Well, he gets that elbow up in the air, Coach. You know, I sound like a coach here, but you can't shoot that underarm thing with your elbow up.
Denny now with the legs right on the right-hand side of Freeman. Marshfield trails the Red Raiders 180 to 152 between second and third. Freeman now trying to pick a leg, but they go out of bounds. Freeman trails 2-0. Wausau West still out in front, 2:05.5. Freeman to his feet, working on some hands.
Get your one, Carter.
Then he just basically threw a legs right in from his feet and took him back to the mat in control.
That's too bad. We were going to get that takedown, too.
Yeah, from going to be 2 points ahead to be 2 points behind, that's a big difference. Got time to get one, though, here. Maybe two. Freeman pins that arm out over his shoulder, but loses the grip on that. Short time coming here in the first period. Cameron Denny just locking up around him with a tight waist and a spiral ride and just hanging on. 2-0 Denny leads after one. Denny's going down. Freeman going to cover. Denny tries to roll him off the top, comes to his feet, hits a switch on the way back down to the mat. And was just a little too quick for Freeman. Straightens that leg out. 2, reversal Denny. Freeman's down 4-0.
I'm not sure that was a reversal.
Gave him one.
He gave him 1 point escape, excuse me,
That's
3-0.
Good call, Coach.
Freeman, underhook and head position on his near side. Shoots in near side single, but got his head stuffed down on the mat. And Carter Freeman won the match in the dual meet 5-0.
He's not wrestling a real great match here.
No, he's getting himself into some trouble here. Stalemate, that's a good call.
Maybe too much time off.
Denny now at a front headlock, inside leg trip. Freeman drops out of that, comes up behind, he's got a takedown. Denny with a whizzer.
Get this.
Inside cutback, and we're in a scramble here, and Denny's got the reversal and getting near fall.
We're getting beat on just technique here.
Denny now goes to just a headlock. Freeman's trying to step over the top. And Denny's got him locked up tight here. Freeman got his shoulder up on the far side. And there is the pin.
He didn't have a real good tournament.
No, he
I
didn't.
thought he might win this thing.
Caleb Denny of Marshfield defeats Carter Freeman of Wisconsin Rapids on a pin. And Freeman will finish in 4th place in the Valley Conference at 120 pounds.
He got countered all over the place.
Marshfield gains a little ground on the Red Raiders. So they tighten things up a little bit between 2nd and 3rd. Next up for the Red Raiders, Asen Meyer at 126 in a 1st place match against Graydon Road of Marshfield. 126-pound championship match. Asen Meyer, your Red Raider, against Marshfield's Graydon Roadie. Asen Meyer in the dual meet pinned Roadie, in a minute 58. And that was the very first dual meet of the year.
Asen Meyer from Wisconsin Rapids and Graydon Roadie from Marshfield.
So we'll see how this matchup goes for the Red Raiders. It's the championship match here. The Red Raiders have 2 champions so far and a 4th place finisher. Meyer in an arm tie, almost got the little spin behind. Inside leg trip.
I like this kid. He's really come a long way. I wish he wasn't a senior.
And they work off the bat. 1:09 left. Meyer with that arm tie again. Tried a little inside leg pick there. Missed that. Back to the arm tie.
We should get a stalling warning pretty soon.
Road with a shot in. Meyer trying to pick the hand off his thigh and stay sprawled out in front. Now he's got the hand off. Now he can try to score. Around the corner we go in the spin cycle to take down Meyer with 9 seconds left, 1st period.
That was a nice takedown.
Yeah, it was. Stayed with it long enough till he got it. Meyer's choice, he defers. Roadie's choice, he's going to go down. Now, Meyer will be on top here for the Red Raiders, leading 2-0. Chopping her wrist in is Asen Meyer on this near side. Road builds to a base. Now Meyer's got to get him back off of it again. Chops an arm down, straightens him out. Got a big tight waist on him. 1.5 left, 2nd period. Rhodes able to keep his arms out in front of him quite easily here. Now he works to his feet, and they're off the mat. 1:10 left, 2nd period. Meyer switches sides on the start. Now he's got a bar on that right side. Bar and a wrist tied up. Around the corner we go a couple times. Stay with it here, Asen.
Keep that weight on him, Mason.
Now reaches in for a double bar, kind of loose, but trying to pull over the bar. Scoops the head. Near fall coming. Rhodes in deep trouble here. Pin for Asen Meyer. in 3:35.
That was good wrestling. He's improved a ton. For not making our team till the middle of last year.
126-pound conference champion Asen Meyer, your Red Raider. Had a 2-minute 53-second pin in his first match. Won a hard-fought 4-3 victory over Gavin Lang of Wausau West, and then pinned Graydon Rohde in 3:35 for his championship. Next up for the Red Raiders will be Lucas Bean wrestling Keegan Cliver of Marshfield at 132 pounds. We'll bring you that match when we return to the conference tournament. 132 pounds. Championship match. Lucas Bean, your Red Raider, against Keegan Cliver out of Marshfield. Take a look to see if these guys wrestled. Lucas Bean not in the lineup earlier in the year. And again, Marshfield and Rapids wrestled the first dual meet of the year. Rapids beat them 45-28. Marshfield supposedly without a couple of guys. And so were the Red Raiders.
Come on, Beaner.
Cliver on a shot. Got him elevated. And Bean gets taken down. Crossface trying to get to a cradle as Cliver. He's got that left side elbow tied underneath the chin of Bean right now, and Bean's trying to fight that off. 1 minute gone, 1 minute left, first period, 2-0 Cliver. Tip attempt by Cliver on Bean. Bean's fighting it hard, straight up and down yet, says the official. Bean able to get stomach down.
Cliver's a big name in Marshfield wrestling over the years.
Yeah, they've had a few guys with that last name wrestling. Luke Bean going to get cleaned up with a nosebleed. And take this opportunity to thank some of these Rapids area businesses for supporting Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Domino's, Donahue Super Sports, Rich A Funeral Home, Sportsman's Pub and Grill, Bone Trucking and Excavating, DNL Recreation Incorporated, Key Savings Bank, and the Barber Shop. Red Raiders have tightened up the team scores just a little bit. Wausau West in the lead, 205.5. Wisconsin Rapids in second, 186. Marshfield in third, 152.5. Stevens Point in fourth, 120.5. But again, I'm just not real sure that the Red Raiders have enough ammo left to run down the Wausau West.
Well, we don't have a lot of power in those top weights. Our power, we've gone through most of it, and that's how we close the score.
Bean now on the bottom to start, 28 seconds left. Cliver going to cover. Cliver just 2-on-1 wrist ride right now. Out of the mat they work, 8.4 seconds left. Marshfield has just closed within 30 points of the Red Raiders, 29.5 to be exact, at 156.5 to 186. Wrist tied up underneath by Cliver, and the end of the period comes. 2-0, the Marshfield Tiger with a lead. The disc comes up. Bean's going to get his nosebleed stopped one more time. And I'm not sure what color the disc came up for choice. Must be Marshfield's choice. They defer. Bean's choice will be here in a second. Looking in to see if they got the blood stopped, which they should be just about ready to go here. And they're going to wipe the hands of Beaner down here quickly. Next up will be Josh Black in a third place match against Stevens Point's Charlie Heikkinen. And then Mark Jeske at 145 will wrestle for fifth against Wausau East Damon Kitzrow. Bean's back, he's on the bottom to start the second period. Into a sitting position, works his way 1 foot down, sit out, no good, back to a high base.
Stay with it, Beaner. Stay with it here.
Cliver just hanging on that side with an arm tied up, and Bean couldn't shake him loose. Close. He was close. 1:38 left, second period. Bean on the bottom again, ready to go. Sit out to a switch. Beaner almost got caught and tossed in a 2%, but came up to his feet. 2-1. Bean trails. Neither wrestler with much offense to this point here for the last 30 seconds. Cliver got there with a long stretched out single, got it elevated, steps across.
Oh, come on, Beaner.
Gives up the takedown.
Come on, we bailed on that.
4-1, he's into a crossface again. Warning, stalling. Cliver had the ankle for too long.
You're right, there wasn't much going on there at all, and all Cliver did was reached out and got his leg, and that was the takedown. Come on, Beaner.
4-1, Bean trails.
Stay in this match.
Bean to his feet. Cliver tried to drop him down. Bean sits out in front of him, gets the escape. Stay wrestling here. 4-2, 25 seconds left, second period.
That was a good flurry.
Ten seconds left.
Come on, you gotta stay on offense though, Beaner. We're standing around not doing anything here.
Yeah, wasted a lot of clock. No offensive effort. Now Bean trails 4-2, and he's got to ride and turn. Cliver with a hard stand-up. Trying to hit a switch on the way down. Bean locks up. Cliver just out-hustles and out-wrestles Bean to get the reversal.
Exactly right. Lost his mojo. There was no urgency in that whole last minute. 6-2 the score.
Minute and a half left, third period. Bean's got to come out flying here.
It's like we're just being on defense here.
Bar by Cliver on this near side. And Bean is laying on his stomach on the mat. They're off stalemate, says the official. 1:08 left. 6-2 Bean trails.
Again, wrestlers, after you get done wrestling, make sure you make your way to the awards podium. So we're now waiting for you.
Bean gets that sit-out position again. Not quite free yet.
He's just not finishing moves at all.
Now he's
There we
got
go,
the
one.
one. 6-3, 25 seconds left. He's got to go.
Come on, get an offense here, Beaner.
Definitely have nothing to lose.
20 seconds left. Yep, now Bean's got to take him down to his back. One shot in, that's the first shot he took from his feet. And Cliver drops into a near side single. That's going to run the timeout. Luke Bean's going to go down to defeat to Keegan Cliver of Marshfield, 6-3.
From Rapids, we need you at the awards podium at this time.
Lucas Bean finishing in second place for the Red Raiders at 132 pounds. And next up will be the Red Raiders' Josh Black at 138 against Charlie Heikkinen of Stevens Point for a match for third. We'll be back with that match when we return. 138-pound third place match, Josh Black against Charlie Heikkinen of Stevens Point. Look back and see if these two met up during the dual meet part of things. Heikkinen not in the lineup for Stevens Point in the dual meet.
If I recall, Point forfeited a whole lot of duels in that match.
And your first place match, Gabriel Gallang from Wausau West and Blake Neal from DC.
That was a nice takedown by Josh Black.
Yeah, he's got a 2-0 lead here, working on a bar on that left-hand side. Now he's going to try to baseball that arm up across the back if he can. Ellsworth bar by Josh Black. Got a bar on the right-hand side, and that right-hand wrist tied up underneath with a tight waist. And they got stoppage for. The referee's looking at Heikkinen here, so I'm not sure who's got the blood. I guess it's Black who's got the blood time on him. After they wandered around a little bit, they finally figured it out, I guess. Updated team scores: Wausau West 205.5, Wisconsin Rapids 180. Oh, we'll change that again.
Whoops.
We'll see if we can get that. Wausau West 208.5, Wisconsin Rapids 186, Marshfield 160.5, Stevens Point 120.5. Everest 116, Merrill 102, and Wausau 64.5. Now we're back and ready to go again.
I'm just doing it this way.
And now we're stopping everything again. The referee checking to see who's doing what, who's on top, who's on bottom. Black was on top before. And they must have gave him a free ride to his feet, 2-1 in favor of Black. And they work off the mat right in front of the Wausau East coaching staff. Perfect opportunity as Heikkinen reached over the top of Black, and Black shot that side but missed the leg. Snatched down and tried to get to a front headlock was Heikkinen. Black countered. End of the first period, 2-1 the Red Raider with a lead. Black's choice. He's going to defer. Heikkinen's choice, he's going down to start the second. See what kind of offense Black can mount from the top riding position. Good start by the Red Raider on top. Got that Ellsworth bar in there. I think he lost a wrist with it though. Fired a half cross body. Now Heikkinen trying to sit out and switch. Block countered that. Oh, Black close to getting a double arm bar, but lost that left side. Runs him over and they're out of bounds. Black had to go out of bounds. Once they had the double bar on, he ended up going out of bounds, so that's what saved from near fall points for Heikkinen. And we got a little blood time on Black again. Heikkinen will go down and the referees start. Again, this is a match for third place at 138. Black stops the first move of Heikkinen. I think he's got a bar on that far side. Now he's going to run a half.
132-pound place winners to the awards area.
Just blocking that arm right now. Half coming over the top.
Still missing 3 guys.
Pin for Josh Black.
Nice match, Josh Black.
Like 30 seconds left.
3:30 on the fall time for Josh Black.
That was a big win for him.
And he got pinpoints as well. Josh Black will finish in third place in the Valley Conference Tournament at 138 pounds and pick up 2 bonus points along the way. Next up, Mark Yeski for the Red Raiders in a 5th place match against Wausau East. Damon Kitzrow will bring that match when we return to Marshfield. Wrestling now at 5th place at 145 pounds. Mark Jeske from your Red Raiders against Wausau East Lumberjacks, Damon Kitzrow. Neither wrestler wrestled in the dual meet earlier in the year. Jeske on a sweep shot, got to a high thigh, back dump technique, wizard control right now by Kitzrow. Inside knee pick, keep wrestling here.
That's exactly right.
He just stopped with his hips on the mat long enough. Kitzrow gets a takedown. Jeske did all the work there, except when he had to. The crucial couple of seconds. Kitzrow takes him back to the mat.
At this time, all 138 pounds.
Oh, try to catch him. Oh, get your hips up here.
138-pound wrestlers to the award area.
To near fall Kitzrow.
We're like about a half a second slow on all this stuff. And I guess that's the inexperience part.
Again, just getting to the varsity lineup late in the year. Got an elbow tied up. He's going to try to turn inside. Now he's trying to come up.
Carry it. Just fireman's it right there.
Jeske now trying to get to a high base to his feet. Turn to get your one. Wausau East ran him out of bounds. 1 point. Wisconsin Rapids Jeske lost the control. Kitzrow, it's 4-1 now. Kitzrow. Ankle pick, don't stay on your knees though. Oh, he just stayed down. Body lock coming. Nope, he backed off. Double leg shot again. And he ran out of time.
They still don't have the one-up yet.
We can win this match.
They look to be pretty even so far. Kitzrow to lead 4-1 right now. He's going down to start the second now. They're going to make sure the score is right.
That's wrong. They don't have the one-up.
Now we're going to get ready to go again here.
Still isn't on
Set out to a switch. Back to the feet. And Jeske can't control him. It's 5-1 now. Sweep shot. Take down Jeske.
Can take this guy down all day.
I think so if they would use that strategy. Bar, wrist by Jeske. He's down 5-3. Keep with it here. Don't quit on it. Chin drops him. Back to his back he goes. Jeske looking for near fall. The referee looking for an advantage. Scoop his arms up. Pin for Jeske. Wow.
That was a good comeback.
And like you said, Coach, it was like just a tick of a second slow in reaction and wrestling.
He was dominating the match, just not the score. Anyway, that was a big win for us.
Come back, puts 2 more points on the board bonus-wise for the Red Raiders. Before that match, before this placement match was here, Wausau West 208.5, Wisconsin Rapids 190. Marshfield 160.5, Point 120.5. So the Red Raiders gain a few points here, hopefully on Wausau West, because they're in the finals against Marshfield. We'll bring you more wrestling from the conference tournament when we return. We're back down to the championships at 152 pounds from the Valley Conference. Garrett Willowette of Marshfield is the opponent for your Red Raider, Brett Bach. In the dual meet, in the first dual meet of the year, Willowette did not even weigh in. So these two have not met yet. Hard snap down by Bach. Runs him off the mat.
From Wisconsin Rapids, and Garrett Willoughby from Marshfield.
Bach in on that Russian arm tie and goes back to a collar tie. Hard snap by Willowette. Bach stands right back up. Another hard snap by Willowette again. Bach in an underhook. Just under a minute left. Willowette in a shot in on a single at the knee. Changing to a double. Now back to a single.
Place winners, please report to the podium.
20 seconds left. Bach's got to fight this hard. Can he get it back to his feet? Not yet. Willowette's got him up on his shoulders. 15 seconds. Five seconds left.
Got in
End of
pretty
the-
deep on him.
Yeah, it was. End of the period. Thank goodness. 0-0 after one. Bach's choice. He's going down. And pretty physical is Willowette. Caution, jumping to start Bach. I think they jumped based off the other match official's whistle. Bach flies to his feet, trying to hit a switch on the way down. Willowette's countering.
This Willowette's pretty tough.
Bach stands up, gets the 1 point escape and the lead.
We got to protect our legs here a little bit.
Bach into that Russian arm tie. Tried to get to a single and missed it. Willowette with a reshot, and we're still neutral. 1 minute left, second period. Bach needs a takedown here so you don't have to try to hold him and run and ride him out.
Willowette is staying away from that throw.
"20 seconds left, second period.
Tough match.
Willowette with a shot in again, got to a single, Bach with a whizzer. Off the mat, 3 seconds left. End of the period. 2 periods gone, 2 minutes left. 1-0 Bach. Willowette goes down to start the third. Willowette easily stands right up through Bach and gets the escape. We're tied. Takedown can win the match. Bach hasn't been close yet. Bach got poked in the eye. And Bach ready to go again. $141 left. Bach and Willowette tied at 1 apiece.
All wrestlers, 145-pound place finishers, please report to the awards area. 145-pound wrestlers to the awards area.
Willowette ranks 6th at 152 pounds. Bach with a Russian.
Well, he can't come close to getting in.
There, he's got a double. Takes him down for 2. Yeah, up until that second, he was not able to get in there at all. But again, it's all off of upper body. There is no straight leg shots. No sweeps, no doubles, except when he cleared off that underhook. Now, don't get in trouble here.
Well, he's going for that cradle all the time. Here.
And he's the shorter of the 2.
He's got a pretty good cradle.
One point escape, Willowette's 3-2, Bach, 25 seconds left. Willowette will come hard. Willowette with a shot, Bach with a counter. Back to their feet. 20 seconds left, front chin lock by Bach. Willowette tries to go inside, Bach counters. They're off the mat with 13.3 seconds
This
left.
Willowette's a pretty tough guy. Where's he been all year?
And we got Bach with some blood time. Wausau West 213.5, Wisconsin Rapids 190, Marshfield 160.5, Stevens Point 120.5. Counting down from 10, Willowette in on a shot. Bach countered. Bach with a body lock.
They might just call this.
Yes, again, the body lock souffle. 1 point. Illegal.
That ref hates us. He wouldn't have had to do that. That wasn't right over the top. That was pretty, I thought, a pretty good throw. What was he supposed to do? Let him do it?
3-3 with the 1 minute overtime coming.
That's the ref that screwed us a couple times before.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have thrown it.
Willowette with a shot. Bach counters. Bach with a shot in. Missed it. Arm tie by Bach. Changes side to a single. Trip. Round the corner we go. Bach with a takedown in overtime.
Boy, Brett,
Wow.
that was a good comeback.
5-3 in overtime. Brett Bach, a champion for the Red Raiders at 152 pounds in the Valley Conference.
That was a great match. That Willowette's a pretty tough guy.
Yeah, he's been around for a little while here, and he, like I said, he just did not weigh in the dual meet, first meet of the year, so we didn't get to see him. But Bach came out on top, 5-3 in overtime. Next up, Ben Weidman in a match for third against Austin Deppies of Merrill. We'll bring you that when we return. 160 pounds, Ben Weidman against Merrill's Austin Deppies. This is a match for third.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Weidman in a nice takedown right
Attaboy,
off
Ben.
the get-go.
Nice takedown.
This is a freshman.
He's hit a couple tough guys today. He had Dozel. I know Denny.
Yeah.
Not Denny, but Dozel. I can't think of the other one. That a boy, that a boy.
Weidman's got a bar trying to pull that chin back over. And Deppy's able to get stomach down temporarily. Weidman with a bar and a wrist. Straightens him out one time.
At this time, 152-pound place winners, please report to the podium. 152-pound place winners, please report to the podium.
Slipped.
Can't keep enough weight on him.
No. Rosel's beating.
Chin drop, trying it again. Looking for near fall. Got near fall coming. Trying to go around the corner and get some more chest pressure on him. Referee's trying to see inside to the shoulders. Got the pin. Ben Weidman picking up an extra 2 points for the Red Raiders.
There was probably 10 seconds left.
Big match for Ben Weidman.
157.
157 on the fall. Ben Weidman finishing in third place for the Red Raiders, picking up an extra 2 pinpoints along the way. We'll take a quick break. When we return, Kyler Tritz in a third place match against Connor Sievers of Stevens Point. And we come back at the 170-pound placement match. Kyler Tritz, your Red Raider, in a match for third place against Stevens Point's Connor Sievers.
If I remember in the dual meet, this was just a wild match, and Tritzy scored a bunch of points right at the end of the match to win it.
23-16 was the match score. And Sievers in on a quick takedown, near side single. Tritz can't counter it. Sievers trying to pull that bar back across the body.
Well, he's got to control his arms a little better. Just can't let people pull your arms in like that.
Sievers again with that bar on this near side. Tritz trying to come to a higher base.
So you can't let your arm go back like that. It's not just strength, it's getting some leverage. You got to keep that close to your body.
160-pound place winners, please report to the podium.
Come on, Kyler.
Place winners, please report to the podium.
Don't turn your shoulders that way. Again, Sievers trying to run that bar, and he's got the shoulders blocked, and Tritz able to pop out. Close to giving him big points.
He's got to get his head up and wrestle.
Yeah, here he sits on a base. And the period comes to an end, 2-0. Sievers with a lead. Sievers' choice. He's going to go down. Okay.
Again, all 160-pound place winners, please report to the podium. 160
Again, this was a wild fly-around match here between these two in the dual meet. That was a while back. Tritz hanging out way over the head.
Yep, you're right. You can't do that.
Tritz has got a half, but lost it. Now Sievers stepped over a leg. Tritz got to stay under the arms for at least control here until he hopefully can get his leg free. Here, he's got that. Tritz straightens him out. Got a half. No far wrist though. Sievers to a high base to his feet. Tritz can't control him there. 3-0 Sievers. And an ankle pick on Tritz. Or to a scramble position here. Tritz could possibly get rolled, but gives up the takedown. It's 3-2. Tritz
That's
trails.
not a takedown. God, we got a cradle on there. Come on, what kind of a call was that?
Tritz with a loose leg ride. Now he's working cross body on that arm. Seavers trying to come to a higher base. Probably get a stalemate out of this pretty quickly. End of the period coming. We're going to waste a lot of time not doing anything to score points. Potentially dangerous. Trutz trails 3-2 with a couple ticks on the clock at the end of this period. Hard start by Seavers to his feet, and Trutz leaves him go with a couple of ticks left on the clock in the period.
You're
Bonus
right, too. He
point
did
for
let him
Seavers.
go. That was bonehead.
I didn't even look at the
4-2 Seavers with a lead. 1 period left. Seavers with an arm tie. Seavers trying to get to a single. Cannot. Underhook.
Come on, get some position here, Kyler. See, he loses position.
Seavers now 6-2 the lead. And that could be enough here. Seavers with a spiral ride. Heavy on that left side of Trutz. Trutz trying to come to his feet.
Trish has got to get some juice here. He's got to keep wrestling. That's the other thing he does. He starts so hard, he runs out of gas sometimes. Hope that's not now. Come on, Kyler, keep wrestling here, man.
Blood time on somebody, not sure who. On Stevens Point, I do believe. That's who's going up to the cleanup area. Joyce, how much time do we have left in that match?
well, they just flipped it to blood time, so I don't know.
Oh, we got blood time going now instead of time of the match left yet. And again, this scoreboard is directly behind 2-3 scoreboard or basketball hoops and backboards. 26.1, Craig thinks, is the amount of time left. Trutz down by 4. 213.5 to 198 was the last updated score, and Marshfield won 66.5. Yeah, Marshfield and Wausau West in the finals at this weight.
They missed one. They lost a point. So 202. We have 202. 202 for us.
All right, we're back and ready to go now. Trutz on the bottom. He can't wait around here. He's got to fly out here.
26 seconds.
Caution, jumping to start. Marshfield just got a pin in a championship match.
We got 6 more.
Everybody's set now. Trutz trying to step over the top, but we're in a scramble situation here. Trutz has got 2 for the reversal. It's 6-4, but it ain't going to be enough. And we got blood on Seavers again.
9 seconds, it says.
9 seconds left.
We'll take it back. 2.
We take that back. 2 seconds. They just adjusted the clock. About the only thing you can do now, Coach, is put him on his feet right away, give him the point, and hopefully toss him to his back.
Yeah.
And then with 2 seconds left yet, and I don't know we're going to get.
You're between the rock and the hard place.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have enough time to complete any of it. Next up, Damian Sturk at 182, wrestling for third place against Merrill's Dominic Roper. And then for fifth place, Tanner Bars at 195 against Stevens Point's Mason Wurzba. That's the next 2 weight classes for the Red Raiders. Tritt's out and ready to go. Seavers getting cleaned up. His nosebleed stopped, and a couple of quick extra breaths.
Oh, they put it back to 6 seconds.
Well, now they adjusted the clock to 6 seconds. Now there's a little bit of time here. A little bit of time. Seavers just flattens out like you'd expect. Kyler Tritz can't do nothing with him. 1 point escape, 7-4. Tritz goes down.
Okay, stay with it.
And then Kyler Tritz finishing in fourth place for the Red Raiders. Next up, the 182-pound bracket. We'll bring you that when we return. Damian Sturk got a mat now at 182 pounds in a match for third against Dominic Roper out of Merrill. And Damian Sturk and Roper wrestled in the dual meet, and Sturk pinned him in 231. So we'll see how this matchup goes here. Team scores 212.5 for Wausau West, 202 for Wisconsin Rapids, 172.5 for Marshfield, Stevens Point DC Everest 126, Stevens Point 124.5, Merrill 105.5, Wausau East 64.5. Roper trying to reach right over the top, get a headlock from the front.
At this time, will all 170-pound wrestlers, all the place winners, please report to the awards podium.
Sturk trying to get that arm, put it into a Russian arm tie if he can, get it off his head.
Awards area. Thank you.
It's just
Damian Sturk could drop into a single or a double. He's catching him running right into him, but I'm not sure he's got that in his offensive arsenal. You can see him just pawing and reaching over for the head, and that opens up that side leg for an easy shot in, but Sturk obviously don't have that single leg shot. 0-0 after one, Sturk's going down. Remember, in the wrestleback side, anything but the championship, you have a 1 minute first period, then it's 2 minutes each of the second and third. Sturk working off of the bottom from a hard stand-up. Working on hands now. Roper takes him back to the mat. Sturk puts a foot down, both feet on the mat now, working on hands, and Roper a little back
Come on,
trip.
stay with it, Damian. We were almost out.
Twice.
Oh, we might be able to get this reversal.
If he can get this left arm through here. Unable to do it.
Maybe
Roper
not.
regains ride and control. Don't get your head stuffed.
that ref would have been in position. He would have seen the full Nelson.
Get your head up, Damian.
Stirk picks off the inside ankle. Roper rolls him through.
Oh, goodness. He had a reversal there for the taking.
170-pound wrestlers, please report to the awards area.
Crossbody cradle attempt by Roper.
Awards area.
He may have it locked inside there. Stirk's trying to work on hand control.
Come on, get your hips up in the air. Get him up, get him up.
Stirk picked the hands, now he comes out to face. There's the escape. That's a lot of hard work for a point. And he has the lead, 1-0. One point Stirk. Unsportsmanlike headbutt from Roper, 2-0 Stirk.
I don't know, I guess I didn't see it from here.
Wow, Peru's getting pounded. 8-0.
End of the period, 2-0. Stirk with a lead, one on the escape, one on the penalty. And Roper chose on his feet. Again, Roper comes reaching, standing up straight, reaching high over the shoulders. If Damian Stirk could just change levels a little, he'd run right into him, into a double or a single.
So now it's a matter of Stirk trying to stay in good position.
All 170-pound place winners, please report to the awards area.
Don't chase him, don't chase him.
There he comes rushing right back in again. Good Damian Stirk, hang on. Time's got to be running down in this third period. Stirk with a 2-0 lead. Short time coming.
170-pound place winners, please report.
End of the match, Damian Stirk, 2-0 with a win. Over Dominic Roper of Merrill, Damian Stirk finishing in third place in the Valley Conference at 182 pounds. Picked up a few more points for the Red Raiders along the way. Next up, Tanner Bars at 195 against Mason Wiersba, Stevens Point. That's a match for fifth when we return. Back now at 195 pounds, Tanner Bars, your Red Raider, in a match for fifth against Mason Wiersba out of Stevens Point. Dual meet wise, Tanner Bars pinned Wiersba in 1:08 in the dual meet. So we will see how this matchup goes. Wausau West has 212.5 points. The Red Raiders have 204.
Receiving an injury default is Joseph Behrens from Wausau West.
And an injury default winner, Joe Behrens, puts them at 218.5.
What, there must have been a wheel.
Bars looking to get a takedown here. Could he put Wiersbe on his back again? He's got him and pinned him again.
I'm not sure what time.
One thing about Tanner Bars is when he puts people on their back,
47.
he usually gets the big points. But Wausau West just got a forfeit win here, too, I see.
Yeah, they did.
Won by
40 seconds on the fall time for Tanner Bars, finishing in 5th place with a pin over Mason Wiersbe, Stevens Point. We got 2 weight classes left. 220-pounder coming up, Tanner Gormanson against Stevens Point. Carter Vandeloop. We'll bring you that match when we return. 220-pound 5th place match. Tanner Gormanson, your Red Raider, against Stevens Point's Carter Vandeloop. These two did not meet in the dual meet. So this will be a first-time matchup for these guys. Team points look like this. Wausau West 212.5. Wisconsin Rapids 208. Marshfield 178.5. That's your top 3. Wausau West has a horse in the finals at 220 against a Merrill wrestler. And Gormy gets a takedown on a counter. If the Red Raiders somehow get maximum points out of their 2 remaining wrestlers, an underhook, double hook by Vandeloop, looking to throw Gormanson. And they're off the mat, thank goodness. Gormanson leads 2-1. As I'd started to say, if the Red Raiders get maximum points, it's all they could possibly get, which would be a pair of pins here, and Wausau West not score anything, it'd be a couple points. Just a little bit short, because we're gonna have a tough go at heavyweight here, and just like Gormanson here at 220. 2-1, Gormanson with a lead. Vandeloop from point, trying to get a Russian, can't do that. Gormanson counters, pulls the arm out. Got an underhook. Now, Vandeloop to the body lock again. And he just stood straight up and didn't feel anything coming and just got tossed to his back with a body lock. Luckily, he got stomach down. So we had 2 takedown, 2 near fall. It's 5-2. Vandeloop now with a lead. Gormanson on the bottom. Short time in this period. End of the period comes. 5-2 after 1 Vandeloop a point. Gormanson's choice, he defers. Vandeloop's choice are going on their feet.
No! He went for it.
Well, now you got to get your leg free here, Gormy. Can't come up with a ball, got to get stretched out. Come up to face him with hand control. There you go. Got back to neutral temporarily.
He wants that pinch headlock. That's his move.
That's the one, huh? Body lock again by Vandeloop. Now didn't quite get it locked up. Underarm spin attempt by Vandeloop. Gormanson just ran out of mat. Maybe would have countered that pretty well, but
Pretty close, pretty close.
still 5-2. Gormanson trails, second period. And he's getting his head mopped down to the mat and then gets shot in on. Got a counter, there you go. Oh! Toss attempt there by Gormanson, ran out of mat. Probably would have got the takedown there. And now we got to put the ankle colored bracelet on again.
Please report to the podium. Under 95-pound place owners to the podium.
Double underhooks for Gormanson, double overhooks for Vandeloop. Vandeloop blocking a little with the head here. Lateral drop attempt by Vandeloop. Don't get your head up here, Gormy. Atta boy. 2 takedown Gormanson. Don't get rolled.
No. Stay up here.
It is 5-4 now. Gormanson trails. Get back on that. End of 2 periods.
Jeez.
5-4 Gormanson trails. 3rd period coming. Gormanson's going down. No, you can't lay around down here. Got to have some kind of a start. Just bases off and gets the legs thrown in on him.
This guy can't leg wrestle, though.
We hope not.
Come on, back out of here, Grumby. Get your hips up.
Get some hand control. There you go. Pin it over the shoulder. Get your hips up. There's the one. We are tied. 5-5. Now set up one good takedown here, Gormy. One good one. Vandeloop to the body lock. Gormanson again. Boy, he hit that hard. Went out of bounds with it, though.
We're on a roll. That's good. Russell West is back.
Slide by Gormanson there off. Oh, they got a bloody nose on Stevens Point. Wausau West is behind, and Merrill's going to get another takedown, and they're going to win a championship. They are ahead 8-4. And 3 seconds, 2-1 in a championship. Merrill gets the champion at 220 pounds over Wausau West. Little upset there, maybe. Normie has got a match to win here, Coach.
It's exciting anyway.
I don't know if that's excitement or that's scared. I'm not sure which it is. Point doing some mat cleanup here. Taking a little time, giving her guy a chance to catch some air, which good coaching strategy.
Guess that's why we keep score.
Here we go. How much time we got left down there, Joyce? Do you know? 55 seconds, Craig says. He can just barely see it.
At least you can see it. At the angle I am, I see the dots.
5-5 slide by Gormanson missed. And Vandeloop shot in, and Gormanson just lucky. 39 seconds left.
36 and 1. I want this to go overtime.
30.
Half a minute left. Gormanson an underhook on the right side here. Know the clock, know the position you're in, out of bounds. 15 seconds left. Regulation tied at 5. Make sure your takedown attempt is pretty lock solid here. Don't give up the match this late by trying a 14th hour move. Points backing up here. Gormanson on the offensive. Headlock. We ran out of time. Gormanson popped his head out. We're in overtime. 5-5.
We would have scored that too.
Yeah, we would have. Point almost made the crucial mistake. Going for 11th hour move and then swung and missed the headlock. Gormy pops his head out the backside. Wausau West did not gain any points at 212.5. The Red Raiders could pick up how many, Joyce?
Just 2 for
Two more. That puts us at 210. All could come down if Wausau West does not have any wrestler left at heavyweight, which they probably will. You got a third place match. And then Hansen has got to pull the biggest upset of his life. Overtime, 1 minute overtime. Russian tie by Vanderloop. Into the body lock. Gormanson, no! That was the mistake you didn't want him to make.
There was no reason for that.
Nope, no reason. Understand he's trying for a win, but not at that particular time, not with that type of a move. Tanner Gormanson finishing in 6th place at 220.
It
Had
was the match to win there.
Yes, it was. Just not the match knowledge and the skill level inside of him at this point to do that with. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the heavyweights. 285-pound championship match. Josh Hansen, your Red Raider, against the number 2 ranked heavyweight in the state from Stevens Point, Jaron Rode. Rode is very good. Wausau West wins on a forfeit, so they're going to have 218 and a half.
He only got 4. It was for 16.
Correction, 216 and a half, and the Red Raiders can only get to 214 with a pin by Hansen, and that's like climbing Mount Everest. Rode with a body lock, then breaks that.
This time, all 220-pound wrestlers.
Push, pull, underhook, overhook, warning, stalling on who? I'm not sure who. Whoever Green is. And neither of them have a leg band on, so we don't know.
Who's Hanson? I just look at here.
Hansen has got the warning stalling. I guess I don't see what difference Rhodey was doing.
Either one of them.
They were both doing the same thing. Chest pull, chest push.
Either don't warn him or warn him both. And that's about the same.
If Hansen could just drag him down to the mat, because Rhodes pushing in pretty hard here.
If you were on mat 2, have a seat.
End of the first period, 0-0 after 1.
Again, all 220-pound wrestlers.
Rhodes' choice.
Report to the awards
I think he deferred. Hansen's going on his feet.
area.
That was a logical choice.
For us, yeah. You don't want to get rolled off the top because you're not the best position here for Hansen, I guess, is on his feet, I guess. Yeah, Rode pushing in, trying to jack Hansen up. Got the body lock. Don't panic in here, Hansen. Lift by Rode.
Rose is pretty strong.
Yeah, he just hipped in and lifted him right off the mat, and he did it again. And Hansen has no reaction. Just went down to the mat and laid there. Darn it.
Well, I don't know if he laid there. That was a pretty good throw. But he had his chance right there.
Arm bar's coming now for Road. Double arm bar for Road. He's trying to run this around the corner. "54 seconds left. Hansen's going over in the double arm bar. There is the pin. 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Second place for the Red Raider heavyweight at 285. And the Red Raiders will finish in second place in the Valley Conference. Coach made kind of a heck of a run at it here in this last round.
Yeah, not much more we can say about that. We made it exciting. Even Hansen, his last match here, he went out to wrestle. I thought he probably gave it all he had. But what we said early in the duel or early in the tournament was it was going to come down to pinpoints, and those not so studly wrestlers were going to have to come up, and they did come up pretty big. That last round, we scored a lot of points on pinpoints, and I thought it went probably as good as we could have hoped for. Marshfield made it interesting by winning a lot of matches there at the end, and we were one guy short of maybe be able to pull this off. But I guess it was exciting, and we knew it was going to be that way. And so we're second place in the Valley.
Red Raiders coming up just a handful of points short in the team total. And again, points are figured out. You get 2 points for every dual meet win. And that had Marshfield, Wausau West, and Rapids in a tie for first place. Then you get points in descending order. First place team gets points, 10 points, or 12 points, I do believe. And then the second place 10, 8 on down the line. And so the Red Raiders are going to be a couple points short here in the Valley Conference. They kind of jumped over Marshfield, which was a team we thought maybe was going to be the guys to beat. They were down a wrestler or two, according to some people. One of their
Interesting season. We kind of walked right through the dual meet season.
Until Wausau West.
And they wrestled very well, and we picked a night of wrestling our poorest meet. And had we wrestled a little better and they not wrestled quite so good, we'd have won this thing here today. But would have been, should have been.
Yeah, like you said, Coach, it's an odd year. Everybody in the whole valley and around the state has had guys, their whole lineups probably haven't been together maybe even yet. You know, by the time you get everybody healthy, somebody else is going down with the flu or something and are out of the lineup with an injury, and that happened to the Red Raiders and happened to a lot of the teams here that we see in the Valley Conference, as a lot of the matchups were different than they were in the dual meets. And so that's how it goes for this year. The Valley Conference, Wausau West will win it. Wisconsin Rapids will finish second. Marshfield will finish third.
We made a real run at it here, though, and it was exciting. If that's what people were wanting to see, it was an exciting tournament.
Yeah, we'll see if head coach Scott Benitz wants to come up and give us his 2 cents worth as how things he saw them go from that side. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Back now at Marshfield, head coach Scott Benitz, thanks for stopping by and giving us your take on today. Finishing in second, made a run of it at the end, and just kind of had just a little bit too big of a hole to climb.
Yeah, you know, Wausau West has the upper weight, so, you know, when we were starting to get closer, they were probably going to outscore us at the end, so we had to get ahead of them. not just get close, and
Yeah.
kind of how it worked out.
Yep. We'll run through it real quick here. Landon Freeman, champion at 106 pounds.
Yeah, having a freshman conference champion's pretty neat, and he wrestled well, and I think we were going to win that 6-pound final. And the Wausau West kid been kind of limping today, and kind of not surprised he defaulted. But
Yep.
Landon wrestled well, and he's gonna, hopefully continue to wrestle well, getting in that regional.
Right. Preston Spray, your champion at 113. That's the guy you're looking at to score those big points.
Yeah, we needed a first place. We needed 3 pins, and that's what we asked of him, and that's what he did. And these guys were a little bit overmatched with him today, and he wrestled well.
Yeah. Carter Freeman at 120 did not have the best tournament today. Finished 4th place, and it looked like he was just a half step behind all day.
Yeah, it wasn't a real good day for him. We got the seed probably where, it was a decent draw for him getting Soik in the semis, and we felt okay with that match. He, kind of got like a couple matches where he, guys come out pretty hard early and he can't get to his offense, and it takes him a while to get into the match. And he was wrestling, okay towards the tail end of that one. And the one with Marshfield kid just kind of got out of hand on him. He was wrestling, gave up first takedown, which was what we needed to do, is get the first takedown. But yeah, he did not have his best tournament at all, and hopefully things we can build on. We're going to need him in the regional next week to wrestle well and put some points on the board for us.
126-pounder Asen Meyer, champion at that weight class, and had a pretty nice day all along.
Yeah, a little flat there in that semifinal. I was a little concerned because that wasn't his best match. But he did wrestle well, in the finals. And, he's one of those guys as a senior you like to see have some success and put his name on a board up in the wrestling room, being a conference champion. And not always an easy task to do. And he's going to, get his name up there. And really happy for him to do that as a senior.
Yeah. 132-pounder Lucas Bean. Better match in the finals. 6-3. It goes down to Cliver Marshfield, finishing in 2nd place.
Yeah, we got to get him back on some offense. He did not have much offense going today, and we got to get to his leg attacks. And just, he won a hard-fought match in the semis, and Cliver's awful good. And, we were in the match score-wise, but really never came close to getting our offense going. And again, same thing with him. We need to get him wrestling better for the regional and, scoring some points for us.
Josh Black at 138, finishing in 3rd place for the Red Raiders. Ended on a pin.
Yeah, you always like to finish odd and get those wins in the end and then pick up the pin. The heel match, that was a tough one.
Right.
We knew going in here we were in a battle, and we got to get his offense going too. I'm not quite sure what's up with our offense right now. We look good drilling. We did not look good moving our feet and getting some shots today. So but early next week we're going to be on it.
145, Mark Jeske for the Red Raiders, finishing in 5th place, and a guy that's been in the lineup late here.
Yeah, he's a utility man, though. He's been at 32, 38, and he's not a 45-pounder. He's a 32-pounder. And, he does what we ask him to do as we, kind of made some changes in our lineup weight-wise. And really happy for him to get that win because he got to, he's in a spot to get a takedown. All of a sudden he gets behind. Wasn't looking so good, but he come back and gets that pin, and real happy that he's able to do that.
Brett Bach at 152, another champion for the Red Raiders. Tough overtime win against Willowette of Marshfield. Willowette's pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good match. And Brett got to the legs twice and scored twice, and he just has to be confident and trust himself going leg attacks because that's where he's going to score. He can, wrestle, in the ties and wear guys down, get them out of position and hit those shots. He's going to be tough to beat. And, that was a tough match. And I thought it was a good match for us that we won, that in overtime. Unfortunate that it had to go to overtime. I thought we had it won there, and that penalty point right at the end. I don't necessarily agree with the call, but we can't put ourselves in those situations for refs to make a call like that. So we got to learn from that.
Ben Weidman at 160, finishing in 3rd place for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, probably this should have been 2nd. It was probably one of the most unfortunate things in the seating meeting I've been part of, that the way some coaches voted on something. And he should have been in the finals. Obviously Dozier was the best wrestler at that weight class, but we should have been 2nd and had a chance to be a conference finalist. And wasn't beat the the kid that he had to beat to get third.
Sure.
But again, I think second best guy at the weight.
Kyler Tritz at 170, finishing in 4th place. Again, not the best tournament. Drew a tough match right off the bat there in Denny in the second round, and lost 7-4 in the finals.
Yeah, that actually wrestled Brian Ball, and that was when he turned around. He lost to him in a duel.
Right.
And that actually was a really huge win for him to turn one around. And then with Denny, came off his back a couple times. I mean, you have to look when you're a little bit overmatched in some matches for some good things. And he's had some problems finishing matches. And he wrestled through that. He got a takedown on Denny, hit him with a nice double, and almost hung him up on his back. And then Russell Severs really, I thought, pretty good. Gave up, that takedown to go behind. But then we ended up, he just kept wrestling, and I was really happy with how he wrestled for 6 minutes, wrestled good position, and I thought that was the type of things that he needs to do for us to win a regional next week. So
for
I
him
saw
to win
some
matches down the future.
I saw some really good things today that are going to help us next Saturday.
182, Damian Stirk, finishing in 3rd place for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, Damien it's never pretty, but he finds a way to win and beats the guys that he's supposed to beat. Wrestled a good match with LaRue to go 6-2 with LaRue. Got the first takedown,
Yeah,
got the
that
lead.
first takedown.
So he's starting to be able to do some things. And again, a senior that just kind of, found a spot in the lineup, and he's making the most of it right now.
Tanner Barsa at 195, finishing in 5th place, and ends up getting a pin in his final match against Wurzbell Point.
Yeah, I don't think, he had his best day. I didn't think he wrestled extremely well, and then even was a little shaky in that last match, but got on top and put the guy away, gets the pin, So, again, one of those seniors that if he has to get in, he might be asked to win those kind of matches next Saturday for us to go, through the regionals. So,
220-pounder Tanner Gormanson in 6th place was in a close match at the end there and goes down 7-5, and he had a chance to win that match, just could not pull it off.
Yeah, that was just not smart wrestling. Matter of fact, when I came up here, I was just talking to his dad, and what I told Tanner in that overtime and we went out there was, don't do something stupid.
Right.
Stay in good position. The other guy does something stupid. We just practiced this stuff last night that we go 8.5 minutes if we have to. His endurance was fine, and I'm not quite sure why he thought that was the time to throw, but he made a mistake.
That's what we were saying up here too.
Yeah, but he's young, and we've seen a ton of improvement from about a month ago to where we're at now. A little bit of a setback here today with that last match, but I thought I had expected him to probably win a match more, and possibly 2 today.
285, Josh Hansen, your heavyweight, finishing in 2nd place to the second-ranked guy in the state, Jaron Rhoda Point.
Yeah, Rhodey's better than he is. At this point, we would have had to catch him, and obviously we, never really. Obviously, he didn't feel that it was there, so he didn't throw that. Real disappointing start to the day with him, losing to the DC Evers kid, but then coming back and turning one around on Summers to get himself back into the finals. So, kind of up and down day for Josh. We really need him next week as well. And hopefully this was just kind of overall flat day for us, I thought. And hopefully we can rebound a little bit and wrestle better next week.
Yeah, next week in the regional, you throw in Holman in the mix. You go a little bit south and get a few different schools that we don't see very often. And Holman, the number 5 ranked team, comes in. That's going to be a tough draw.
Yeah, we've known from the when we saw the sectional pairings come out that we were going to be dealing with Holman. We thought we'd be pretty good. We knew they'd be pretty good. We see them at a summer camp, so we had a pretty good idea of what their roster looks like. We wrestled in a regional with them last year, so we wrestled them a year ago in the same situation with similar teams, not all the same, but similar teams. We saw Toma last week, so we got a little bit of a feel for a little bit of a common opponent with some of them. I think 4 of them were in one of the conferences today, kind of been keeping track of that, and Holman coach was here, and so yeah, it's probably a meet tournament just like today, although I don't think there's quite as much depth in there, like having like a Marshfield having the ability to scoop up a bunch of points. It's probably going to be a 2-team shootout. like today, though, we're going to have to pick up pins. We're going to have
Right.
to win matches that on paper we maybe are toss-ups or maybe we're not favored in. We're going to have to win those. We're going to have to win all the matches that we're favored in. And, we do those kind of things. I think we'll win.
Pick up some extra points along the way.
But, if we wrestle a little flat like we did today, and that first round wasn't real good for us.
No,
we
it
lost
wasn't.
those up top. If that happens the first round of the regional, we won't win that. And, not looking past it at all. But team sectional, we've already seen Beaver Dam, and they're probably one of the teams to beat. They're the next highest ranked team in that regional. It's a shootout next Saturday, whether we go team state or not.
Yeah. Coach, thank you very much. Got a bus trip back to Rapids.
Short
Good
one.
luck. Good luck tomorrow or next week in the
thanks.
regionals, and hopefully
Yeah.
we'll be there to cover you.
I'm hoping. Thanks.
That's it for now. We'll bring you more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling.